Good evening.
And welcome.
If you've come by mistake, welcome even more to week 73.
Point four. Hello, Jacob's Nan.
Hello, Jacob's Nan.
Of the Year of the Dragon.
Of the Year of the Dragon, shrimp-inspired D&D Chat 2014 version from the front stroke, back stroke, middle room of... upper room of Ellen Craft and Tap, Cannon Award-winning bar of the year.
Hey.
We are currently deep.
No. We're in the second room.
We're in the second room.
Deep.
We want to do one room.
Deep in combat.
Oh yeah, deep in the shit, mate.
Deep in the shit, thank you. There's only one thing keeping the party down, and that's Kai's ruling as co-DM, which has gone very, very well for the DM.
Fair and balanced.
This could actually be interpreted as a barbecue.
It could.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, you know, it's more like the
Japanese one.
Oh no,
Korean barbecue.
Korean, the
Yeah.
one where you got the hot plate and you do the thing with the shrimp.
And, there's a bit of broth as well. So it could be Vietnamese as well.
Oh no! What is it? That Swiss one with the cheese.
Fondue.
Fondue. It could be a fondue.
Yeah, it's not going to. No, it's more like with the hot plate. And
Well, with fondue, you go with the Korean barbecue. You can go with the barbecue barbecue.
the Benihana, that's what I was thinking of.
The mountain
Benihana.
cheese one is raclette, isn't it? That's
And
quite a
just
hot
raclette
plate.
as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably more appropriate because it's like scraping the cheese off things. It's really scrape all the dead skin off everybody who's been.
If you haven't been watching or listening,
You know-
what they've got is a situation where the floor is hot.
Yes.
The floor is lava, which will obviously interest everyone who's ever run training
I mean,
exercise.
the
leadership
headline news from
Yeah.
when we recorded the video last week is we went through the door.
We did.
Which I was very much
Because it was going to be week 12 here. Wasn't it 12 weeks in the previous room? And here you are in a whole other room.
Whole
I bet
other room.
I bet you're glad you made that journey.
No, this was a bit fast.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to slow down and take
Well, you've had a couple of naps.
a bit of a check on that. Well, it's like you're kicking the shit out of me.
Is that it's not you, it's the DM. Is that the...
Yeah, it's not me, it's you. I'm not doing the it's you, it's me thing.
For the audience at home, if you want to know how it's been going, just imagine Chris sitting on a white couch with a bunch of monks standing around behind him.
Yeah, that's about right.
That's about
actually.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a white couch situation. I'd go for that.
So obviously the main
No lube.
the main Jacob's, I'm sorry.
Give something to the imagination.
The main issue was obviously that we didn't have 3 players this week, but because we've got such a good pool of players, we managed to negotiate that and carry on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd recommend any group out there have plenty of players, a couple of spare DMs, and you could always rock on.
Yeah.
So this room is designed so you get kicked about and thrown to the floor, and so far everyone's managed to resist. Thanks partly to their magic boots, but also the fact that stunning has not worked as well, and the resistance to being thrown about has gone very well. So you could be in a position where you're not that far in the poo, it's possibly but the door's about to open.
Yeah.
So let's see what
Possibly
happens.
knocking the cat off of the steps into the acid.
Of course, we know what the cat's doing, yes.
Only
But the
some form
cats-
of cat-like reflexes.
Yeah, fortunately it's a cat, so it'll be good. So what are your overall thoughts on this particular session?
2 words.
Very good.
Do you want them?
We've got an adult audience.
I mean, I
You bastard.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, my work here is done.
I particularly like that being not thrown causes you to take more damage because more of your body's touching the floor.
Touching the radar
That's
floor.
an excellent bit of ludonarrative consonance.
I've got one thing to say to you as well. Don't encourage him. He doesn't need it. He's turned this up for hours. He's been sat in his little hidey hovel, sort of dreaming this hell up. He doesn't need encouraging. Look at that grin. Look, he's like that.
Heidi Hovel.
Heidi Hovel, I
I
noticed
think I
that.
dated her in the 80s.
No, that's when you're watching VHS and wishing you were dating him, probably.
Probably true.
Yeah.
So obviously last week we had the second bonus video, and thanks to the people who watched it. So we had Kai doing an unboxing.
Yeah.
Well done, Kai. I watched it. It was very good.
It was good. We got a lot of likes to the number of views.
More likes than us, didn't it?
Got more likes than us, but less views.
Excellent.
That means it was better content.
It's probably
Yeah.
better content.
I'm just
So-
putting that out there.
Yeah.
It's the ratios that really matter.
Apparently so.
So you're a content guru now.
Content guru.
You're
So
an influencer.
will you be doing any more unboxing this week? Have you bought any more?
I have not bought any more. There is I have bought the Stormlight RPG, which is arriving at some point this year, so I'll be unboxing that for you.
Well, there you
At
go.
some- eventually.
No, we've got a trend.
Not some Mistborn even. I already have some like Mistborn RPG I'll be unboxing for you at some point this year.
So we occasionally kick around and talk about different bits of D&D. The thing we like to play is the 5th edition from 2014, and we are not likely to change.
I was looking at the prices while we were chatting about it.
Yeah. So if people are playing what they're now calling 5.5, I think,
Yeah.
please let's have a comment if you think it's better or worse. If you think it's the same, that's good too. But a comment we much appreciate it. If anyone does give us a comment, obviously we won't let Kai reply. That's a given now. Kai is not relying. There's no freedom of speech when it comes to Kai's replies. He's not allowed to reply.
And if he does reply, you can throw tomatoes at him.
Yes.
They're affectionate tomatoes. You're only allowed to throw tomatoes at me if I make a bad pun. They're affectionate bad pun tomatoes.
Oh, well, there you have it.
There you go. So, any other topics we should discuss this week? Bag of holding issues?
With you mentioning 5.5 and possibly transitioning or possibly not, reminds me of a video I've had percolating in the back of my head for a while. Because I remember you saying a while back that you played 2nd edition,
I love 2nd edition.
and then when 3rd edition came out, you tried it,
Didn't like it.
didn't like it. Whereas I've now gone back, but you have now started playing 5th edition. Whereas I started with 5th edition and gone back to 3rd edition and I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
So, why didn't you like 3rd edition? What was so heavy?
That's a good question because there's nothing actually wrong with it. It's just not what you first came across. Because playing it, we had players in the room played it in the 70s and 80s. It was such a thing. It was such a bold step that whatever you played first, some got in
You
deep.
tend to stick with what you played, didn't you?
Well, it's partly that, and I think that the early, like 1st edition, in its various forms, wasn't quite finished, was it? If you know what I mean. So everyone had to add their own rules in and their own way of playing. Whereas I think 3rd brought in a lot of crunchy rules that kind of felt like it got in the way to me of the fun bits. And that's why when they went to 5th eventually, it was more about role play because they knew they'd killed that a bit with the 3rd, I think.
The 2nd edition also had lots of crunchy rules because Gary Gygax didn't want people making up their own rules. Just everyone ignored all the very long list of rules in 2nd edition.
2.5 pages on pole arms because he was sort of Swiss extraction and he loved a halberd
And
and a
everyone-
greave and a grieve de bec and a weck de grieve de grieve de
I do remember
and
reading
it was
all
all
that.
the same weapon.
Everyone loved the
Pointy
pole
stick
arm.
with a ball on the end.
I do remember reading it for the first time, though. It's funny.
Yeah. Okay, Gary, I get it. You're Swiss. I get it. You love the pikeman. You love it. You love it. I get it. That's just
I mean,
enough.
you know,
Enough already.
I'm a proud Yorkshireman, so there will always be a place in my heart for the billhook.
Well, I was going to say Ecky Thump for those of the Goodies fans of the 1980s.
Billocks.
Yeah. So yes, I like 2nd edition probably because I played it first and played it the most. Though I am certainly enjoying 5th edition.
I mean, I always remember them as simpler days with simpler rules and simpler gaming for some reason. I don't know whether it was, but when I played, I just felt it was a...
Well, this is a pretty
simpler
simple
time.
game. Kill all the monks, get off the floor.
No, I'm talking about the rule set, not the game.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
seriously, you know what I'm talking about?
I think 5th is streamlined actually.
Yeah,
It's a bit-
probably.
Compared
5th is
to
a bit sort of...
I do wonder whether we just ignored a lot of it and just played
Right.
the simple stuff because some of it was a bit...
Yeah.
And I just wonder if that's what we did.
There were 200 pages of charts you never used.
correct.
Just like how to load a ship, how to load a cargo ship effectively in force 3 gale.
And
I do find 5th to be a bit sort of awkwardly in between, where you get the sort of more abstract, sort of genre simulator games like Powered by the Apocalypse, etc. on one side, and you've got the more crunchy war game with some story like 3rd edition or Lancer or that sort of stuff on the other side, and then 5th edition sort of in the middle, trying to be all things to all men, and I feel it's a bit awkward sometimes in that way.
I actually think they might have got the balance right. actually.
yeah, I was going to say I don't find it awkward. It's definitely in the middle because it's meant to be a classic fantasy role playing game. That's what it does best. You know, the others are usually fitting their theme, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've played Traveller recently, and that's quite complex. But I do like the I like the simplicity in the structure of 5e.
Right. Okay. Right. Well, we're getting the sign from Redley, so we better
He didn't.
start.
He went like that. He said, "Well done, not that." Don't start telling him off. He did all right.
So
There.
it's good night. For
He's
the
doing
studio.
that.
Good night from our live studio audience.
Good night.
It's good night
Good
from
night
us.
for me.
See you later.
Good
It's
night
good night
from
from
him.
him and yeah,
Good night.
whatever.